We're inside Freedom Hall here in Louisville, Kentucky. And Barry, what a legendary place this is with all the great events that have taken place
Tremendous.
over a long
Used to be
time.
the home of Louisville Cardinals basketball, of course, during the time that they were really rolling. Of course, they're still rolling in a new building, but played here for many, many years. I did a lot of games in here, as a matter of fact. The place was always SRO, standing room only for this place. And a nice crowd on hand for this tonight.
Absolutely. And we're ready for the entrance of our first fighter tonight. What an athlete, Barry. What an athlete. Great football player, Jeremy Nichols.
Yeah, fast guy. Ran 4.340, he told us. 27 years old. This is a real pivotal fight for him, I think.
Jeremy Nichols makes his home in Las Vegas, Nevada. For him, this is nothing because he's used to running 117-degree heat. He loves it. And this is a young man, very sure of himself, 27 years of age. Football player, ran a 4.340 while playing at Long Beach Poly. Like you told him, Long Beach Poly, if you play football there, you know you got to be fast.
No question about it. One of the great football high schools in America. And this guy was a running back on that team. That says something in itself about what kind of an athlete he is. Won his first 7 fights, now living in Las Vegas. Goes by the nickname Jay Flash.
And he describes himself as an entertaining punishment, is what you're going to end up seeing tonight. Puncher boxer really enjoys the game, and he enjoys the physicality of the sport, and that is something he's prepared himself very, very well.
Best chance for him, he wants to be on the inside. Stay very close to his opponent, Peter Dobson, tonight.
And his opponent tonight, a young man from Bronx, New York, also 27 years of age. This is Peter Dobson.
Peter Dobson rocking the Yankees jersey here. Don't know how that's going to go over. Louisville, of course, been a farm team of St. Louis Cardinals for as long as I can remember.
How dare he do that?
I know.
He describes himself as a boxer puncher that comes forward, but the biggest attribute he says he has, Barry, is he is awkward.
And that could be an attribute for him. The fight that I watched of his, he wanted to be inside as well, but when we talked to Jeremy Nichols, he told us, no, I don't necessarily think he's going to be on the inside, and he feels that he can go either way. He can fight on the outside, or he can be the aggressor, try to get inside.
A Golden Gloves champion. Young man, very well prepared. He says he finds a way. And he says, you know, the thing with the opponent is because he's so awkward, that in sparring, he's never seen anything like it. The angles the punches are going to come from are going to absolutely astound Jeremy Nichols, but we'll see.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting, I think. He definitely is taking a step up in caliber of opposition tonight. Matter of fact, he's only fought one guy with a winning record prior to this. That was in his last fight. He did win a unanimous 6-round decision.
Eric Bentley, Samu Samichi doing a phenomenal job of matching these people up. They want competitive fights. And believe me, all these fights are pick-em fights.
Peter Dobson, probably the stronger of the two, perhaps a better chance at a knockout. If anybody's going to get knocked out, he's got 5 knockouts in his 8 victories, yet to taste defeat.
Well, we're ready to get started. Let's go to our very classy announcer, David Diamante.
Ladies and gentlemen, good evening and welcome to Freedom Hall here in Louisville, Kentucky, USA for Evander Holyfield's inaugural Real Deal Championship Boxing Series. It's all being brought to you courtesy of Real Deal Sports and Entertainment, Louisville's TKO Boxing, Kentucky Venues, and CBS Sports Network. Sponsored by Venom, 4th Street Live, the Downtown Louisville Marriott, Kentucky Tourism, Winton and Heastan Law Group, and Diamante's Brooklyn Cigar Lounge. Special thanks to the Louisville Sports Commission and Argy Financial Group. This bout is sanctioned by the Kentucky Boxing and Wrestling Commission, Chairman Chad Miller, and the WBC, President Mauricio Suleiman, Supervisor Jill Diamond. Introducing your 3 judges scoring this contest from ringside: Amy Evans, Kent Hendrickson, and Carlo Kalem. At the sound of the bell, your 3rd man in the ring will be Marvin Whittemore. And now, ladies and gentlemen, 8 rounds of boxing scheduled for the vacant WBC USNBC Silver Welterweight title. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner. He wears black with red and gold trim. He weighed in at 147 pounds. He is undefeated in his campaign as a professional with a record of 7 victories, no defeats. He has 1 draw and 2 wins coming by way of knockout. From Las Vegas, Nevada, ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Jeremy J. Flash Nichols. Nichols. And his opponent across the ring, fighting out of the red corner. He wears the Yankee pinstripes. He weighed in at a ready 146½ pounds. His professional record, a perfect one. 8 fights, 8 victories, 5 of them coming by way of knockout. Fighting out of the Bronx, New York, ladies and gentlemen, Pistol Pete Dobson. Dobson.
Chief second. Touch him up, God bless.
Referee Marvin Whittemore gives the final instructions, and your combatants in the rings fighting 8 rounds for the WBC USNBC Silver Welterweight Championship. Your principals in the ring, they are Peter Dobson, wearing the Yankee pinstripes on his trunks, and from Las Vegas, Nevada, Jeremy Nichols in the black trunks with the gold and the red stripes going alongside. What you're going to see right off the bat, Peter Dobson is the taller of the 2 fighters. He's got the advantage in reach. For Jeremy Nichols, what he said he's going to do is get down real low, and says, Barry, he can switch to a southpaw, and it doesn't diminish his speed, nor does it make him lethargic.
Yeah, he told us he's completely ambidextrous. He can throw a ball with either hand, he can right with either hand. So he said it's just natural for him to switch up. He doesn't even think about it.
Well, I'd like to see that. If he can throw a football with the left hand as well as the right hand.
That's what he told us.
Jeremy Nichols, just one heck of an athlete. He's a gym rat, he's in there constantly. Peter Dobson, in 8 professional fights, he's fought a total of 29 rounds. For Dobson's last fight, he took on a southpaw, Frank Gideon. 6'2" southpaw.
Fighting another natural sophomore tonight, but a guy who is almost 7 inches shorter.
We're looking for that awkwardness that Dobson told us he's going to show. Jeremy Nichols saying that the advantage he has is that Nichols does not see that kind of a style in the gym, and he thinks it's going to bode well for him. Good left hand there by Nichols.
Nichols not having an easy time getting inside of the reach of Dobson. He does not use his jab a lot to get in. Just kind of a show-me jab.
And it's only a 1-inch difference in reach in terms of Dobson at 70-inch, Nichols 69-inch. Boy, you can see when Dobson throws, he throws with bad intentions. Great body work right there by Dobson. You know, Barry, you don't expect that from a taller fighter to come in and start attacking the body of the shorter Jeremy Nichols, but that's what Dobson's planned to do. Nichols trying to get the attention of referee Marvin Whittemore, saying those shots are below.
Pretty effective first round, I think, for Dobson.
And, you know, and that's what he told us. He's going to bide his time as the final seconds come to an end here in round number 1. It's scheduled for 8 rounds. think that was a round. So, Barry, you're going to score for us. How do you score that first round?
I thought Dobson had a pretty good first round. I thought he controlled the tempo of the round. He really didn't allow Nichols to get inside and do much damage. And as you mentioned, I liked his body work in that first round.
You got to chop that tree down. You got to start down below, and that's what Dobson's willing to do. I was really impressed with him, Barry, because he was a very methodical guy. It seems like he had a very clear mission and very clear objective, what he wanted to accomplish inside that ring.
Obviously came in here with an idea of what he wanted to do. As I mentioned, the fight that we looked at, he tried to be on the inside in that fight, and only with moderate success. But here he is fighting a shorter guy, a guy that wants to be on the inside. He was able to keep him outside that entire round.
And I thought he did a good job, too. Someone like Nichols is very strong, and so therefore, you don't want to let that guy get inside on you. Round number 2 of a scheduled 8-rounder. This is for the WBC US NBC Silver Welterweight Championship. Your principals in the ring, Peter Dobson, Jeremy Nichols. Nichols from Las Vegas in the black trunks, Dobson in the Yankee pinstripe from the Bronx. One of the things you want to watch when they go to that southpaw, watch the camera work right there on the feet. The feet will get tangled up. Dobson showing a little strength there, moving Nichols out of there.
Nice combination by Dobson in close quarters.
But you notice once Nichols can get inside, then he starts muscling Dobson in there. Nichols is trained by John Menard Roberts out of the famous gym in Las Vegas, Johnny Tacos.
One of the great old gyms in boxing.
Been around forever.
That's the fight that Nichols wants, and finally he gets him going backward.
And you know what started right there, Barry, was that little shiver. Shiver with that inside forearm, and that backed up Dobson, and that gave Nichols a chance. And now it is Nichols the one that's being the unorthodox, the awkward fighter. See that elbow? He throws that flipper. The left of Nichols is all of a sudden finding a home. And Barry, it's a straight shot.
Yeah, and this is where Nichols wants to fight. He's been able to keep it here most of this round. Unable to do that in the first round.
Nichols has to learn. The one thing you don't want to do is if you get in that pocket, you don't want to stop throwing punches. Get out of there or throw punches. Try to step to the side. And Barry, that's one of the things Dobson told us was he said he was going to be very patient and he'll get a knockout later on in the fight.
Yeah, that's what he's looking for. This is a real stepping stone fight for these two guys, both at about the same level in their careers.
But that's what real deal championship boxing series is all about. Come out here, launch it, throw that leather, may the best man win.
Much better second round for Nichols, who got there with a couple of punches, then took a right hand.
And all of a sudden now, both fighters now exchanging. Final seconds of round number 2, and this has been a scintillating round.
Well, an action second round, to be sure.
How did you score it, though?
I gave it to Nichols. I thought
Yeah,
he pressed the
I
action
went
in that fight, in that round, I should say.
And you know, that's a great thing about boxing. It's subjective. You got 3 judges, 3 different vantage points. And even our vantage point, even though we're dead center, could change.
It's very true. I can't say enough. This is unofficial scoring.
Very unofficial. And you see the corner there, Jeremy Nichols. In his corner is John Menard Roberts, also Chris Harris. And here's some of the action, Barry.
Yeah, this is how it really started for Nichols. First time he was really able to get inside with any kind of effectiveness. 2 shots to the body there. Then he ducked a right hand, thought that it was on the top of his head, and he was right. From that point on, Nichols really started to control this round. He dictated the tempo. He dictated where the fight was going to be fought.
See if he can continue that. Again, a young man who trains in 117-degree heat. It is round number 3 of a Schedule 8-rounder. Jeremy Nichols from Las Vegas, Nevada in the black trunks. Peter Dobson from the Bronx, New York, wearing the pinstripes of the Yankees on his trunks. Nichols was able to get inside on Dobson and created some problems, especially with that straight left.
Just kind of laying in on each other right now.
And I think this type of fight is going to benefit Jeremy Nichols. You know, and oftentimes you see those fights right there, Barry, where you see the taller fighter, yet refuses to use that length to his advantage.
That was a good right hand by Dobson a moment ago. Best punch of the fight.
Nichols down this, doing the smart thing, getting even lower. As soon as Dobson comes in, he gets down lower and try to come up off of that. Bending the knees and trying to use the power.
There's a left hand, and that, I think, got Nichols' attention.
Now, Nichols says he's in condition to take and withstand whatever, so it's going to be really interesting how much punishment he can take from Dobson. Dobson leading with that right hand. Referee Marvin Whittemore there, warning Dobson about his head.
Mouthpiece came out, and now referee will pick it up, wash it off.
Good eyes, Barry, he spotted that. And of course now he's going to go ahead and wash it off. Dobson with a good right hand, right on the chin of Nichols. Each round so far, Barry, they just keep switching.
Yeah.
The dominance, the ebb and flow of this fight.
Been an entertaining fight so far. Very good round for Dobson.
Nichols getting in a low shot there. And we are ready for round number 4. Peter Dobson and Jeremy Nichols, your principals in the ring. Dobson with the New York Yankees pinstripes on his trunks. Jeremy Nichols in the black. And Barry, how'd you score the third one? I went with Dobson.
I gave that one to Dobson also.
They have been switching back and forth, and we'll see if all of a sudden Nichols can get back inside. That's where he does his best work. For Dobson, it is the work he does from the outside, using that reach advantage. And little by little, it's going to be interesting. Whatever fighter makes this his fight is going to end up winning. And for Dobson, he's got to stay on the outside. For Nichols, he's got to try to stay inside, change that southpaw. Back and forth to the righty.
Had some success in round 2 left-handed. That was a low blow that was not seen by referee Marvin Whittemore.
Good right hand right there by Dobson. You know, so many times you look at these guys in that fighter meeting, you look in their eyes, Barry, and you can pretty much kind of make an idea. But I tell you what, I couldn't pick these two. Both of them were so confident.
You're absolutely right. Both these guys came out with great confidence, and they still have it.
And the beauty of it, these guys come prepared, and that's one thing, that subconscious mind. If you know you've done the work, then you come to a fight and you're going to do your best work. But if you haven't, boy, that subconscious knows, and you're not going to cheat that.
This round's still very much there for the taking, I believe. Neither man really has had a decided advantage.
Nichols has got to rely on that strength, trying to turn Dobson around.
Again, the mouthpiece.
That's the second time.
Yeah, one more time, I would think you could. Yeah. It's not out of the question you get a point taken.
Referee Marvin Whittemore now, 2 times he's washed the mouthpiece of Peter Dobson. And Barry Dobson does have a good straight right hand. I'm surprised he doesn't use that a little bit more often.
Clearly seems to be the stronger of the two. Again, keeping this round pretty much in his range.
Put that elbow on top of Dobson for Nichols.
Oh, action after the round there, after the bell.
A little rigging down, Moises fight. Let's go to the corner. Peter Dobson and Jeremy Nichols. This is Jeremy Nichols. That is John Menard Roberts talking to him. John Menard Roberts, trainer for Layla McCarter. For so many years, a very dominant fighter. And let's take a look at some of the action there in round number 4.
And Nichols had his moments in that round, although I thought Dobson won the round.
I thought so too.
Good right hand right there by Nichols. It was early in the round. Dobson came back and pretty much controlled tempo after that. Still close enough round. You can see it going either way.
This is Peter Dobson. Getting instructions there from the corner. We'll see if he gets a warning now. He's just lost his mouthpiece twice. This is round number 5 of Schedule 8-rounder for the WBC USNBC Silver Welterweight Championship. And again, these titles, it's important for a fighter to get them. They may not be the title, but nevertheless, it's a stepping stone.
They're pretend belts.
Yeah.
Practice belts.
It's an accessory is what it is.
Exactly. Exactly.
I mean, they're fighting for a purse and a belt.
Exactly. Could be cufflinks. It doesn't have to be anything that big.
Nichols now wants to step it up. And that's a good move right there by Dobson when he hits and then steps to the side. Don't stay in front of Nichols.
Both of them got there with a good left hand.
Dobson throwing us his arsenal right there, coming in with that uppercut. And you know what? Nichols is getting away with it.
Yeah, a little holding, huh?
Marvin Whittemore not holding him off on that, grabbing the back of the head of Peter Dobson. Excellent balance in the part of Dobson. You know, you see, even when he throws those shots wild, he's still totally, gravity's still right there with his feet. And I think Nichols is going to continue to try to hold that head until Marvin Whittemore tells him no.
Why not, huh? Keeps his man close. That's where he wants him. Dobson not quite as active here in this round. Could be a fight of attrition, as it turns out.
I think that's what it's going to come down to, because Dobson has done a lot of movement. Has moved around all over that ring. And Nichols puts his weight on him every time they clinch.
Sharp right hand from Nichols. And the left hand there.
Nichols doing a good job using his shoulders to shield those punches. And I think Nichols is making a very difficult fight for Dobson right now with this particular style. The final seconds of round number 5. We are scheduled for 8. And that might be a Nichols round.
I gave it to Nichols. I thought he controlled that round pretty much. I thought he was busier than Dobson in that round.
You look at the eyes of Nichols, still very clear, very alert. And you can tell this guy's in tremendous shape, Barry.
Yeah, you talked about what a great athlete he is. You talked about his running at 117 degrees. Dobson got the better of that exchange, but I thought Nichols still pretty much controlled around. There was a left hander at the end of that replay.
To me, this is what boxing's all about. You bring in these guys, 27 years of age. They're right at that place there where they got to make that step. They got to take it up to another level or find out that, you know what, this may not be the thing for them. This is exactly what this fight's going to answer for both of these guys.
That's exactly what Dobson told us when we talked to him. He said, this is the fight that puts me on the map. Well, let's see.
He says he's going to stop him in the later rounds, Dobson said, so we'll see if he does that to Jeremy Nichols.
He thought that Nichols lunged a lot, and on occasion he does, but I have not seen him do it that much here in this fight.
The shorter, the southpaw, Jeremy Nichols, trying to bring the fight inside. Dobson, on the other hand, trying to work from the outside with his reach.
Nice uppercut.
But look at the way Nichols took that. For Dobson, again, even though he's got 8 wins, 29 total rounds prior to this fight. You know, Dobson right now, Barry's throwing one shot at a time. No combinations, no stepping to the side, just throw that next punch. It's one punch and that's it.
Yeah, and a jab is a rumor for both of them.
It'll be an interesting fight to score here for our judges.
Absolutely, already has been a very interesting fight.
Amy Evans, Kent Hendrickson, and Carlos Kellum.
Nice combination there from Nichols. And the mouthpiece comes out, but I'm not sure that that's...
It's Nichols.
Yeah, it is.
And he's trying to show his teeth at Marvin Whittemore. Still without a mouthpiece.
I don't think Whittemore knows that the mouthpiece is out.
And you know, we had that discussion about how that is good, the mouthpiece for the trauma. How it braces. Good right hand by Nichols. Dobson now taking it to Nichols. Nichols fighting without a mouthpiece.
I'm not sure anybody knows. I'm not sure Nichols' corner knows. I don't think the referee knows. The mouthpiece was caught by one of the corner men in Dobson's corner.
You know, I think it is Dobson's mouthpiece.
We'll see.
And maybe that's why the corner is not letting the referee know, because that would be the third time.
That would be very smart on their part.
No, because right now you see the mouthpiece in Nichols' mouth.
Very close round this one. Each man has had his moments.
And you can tell he is cut inside his mouth, is Dobson, without that mouthpiece.
Here is where he lost the mouthpiece, and the referee did not see it's going to fly over into Dobson's corner, and the referee is absolutely not going to see it. Well, we didn't see it either, but trust me on this one.
You know what, Barry? Very smart corner, though. That would have been the third time that Peter Dobson had lost his mouthpiece.
Absolutely.
7th round of a schedule 8-rounder for the WBC USNBC Silver Welterweight Championship. Your principles?
I think that 6th round, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt.
Yeah.
That 6th round is a very pivotal round in this fight. I think you could have seen that round either way.
Exactly. And again, we'll see our judges, Amy Evans, Kent Hendrickson, and Carlos Kellum, end up scoring it. And I think in the corner right there of Jeremy Nichols, they told him he's got to step it up. He had a great opportunity having him there without a mouthpiece during round number 6. And a lot of times, too, a fighter, Barry, that starts spitting out that mouthpiece, usually a fatigued fighter.
Well, that's exactly right. Yeah. 3 times. The left hand slipped in by Nichols in close quarters.
And he's so strong, Barry. He's so strong inside. He can get right through the arms of Dobson. And now he's back to holding the head.
A lot of Nichols' punches are landing on the elbows and the shoulders and the gloves. Or rather, Dobson's punches are landing on the shoulder and the gloves of Nichols.
Well, the way he's built, it's very tough to get past those shoulders. And he uses it beautifully. See how he turns to the side, so you're looking at nothing but shoulder. So we'll see if Peter Dobson's prediction comes true, and he says it is going to be in the final round that he's going to get the knockout.
He may need it.
Now both fighters digging the body. Dobson really using that head when they get inside like that. Dobson still hasn't had that willingness to throw punches and combinations over these runs. He lands one shot at a time. That was a nice one there.
It was.
Nichols pushing that. And you know, that could cause some back problems for Dobson.
Yeah, Nichols, for a guy who doesn't have a lot of experience, knows a lot of tricks. And again, a very close round.
And a good finish right there by Jeremy Nichols there in the 7th round. We've got one more to go. You know what? I'm going to go with Dobson in that last one.
I give it to him also. Great minds.
Peter Dobson there, getting the instructions in his corner. Let's take a look at the replay here.
Here it is. Nichols with a left hand tried to come in an uppercut. Most of those were blocked, and then a right hand kind of caught him upside the ear.
And he caught it when he was going back. There is John Menard Roberts.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the 8th and final round.
And there you get your announcement from David Diamante. Peter Dobson, Jeremy Nichols. After this round, we're going to know.
And the fight could well be in the balance here. Nice right hand from Dobson.
And his mouthpiece about to come out again. And he rocks Nichols. Or he did some as a slip.
I think so.
Dobson now going to work in the body of Nichols. And Dobson, I think, got the message when they told him in the corner, you got to step it up. Marvin Whittemore was smiling a little bit. He thought that was funny.
Yeah. slips occur so often in the painted center of the ring. Once perspiration gets there, you see it a lot.
Dobson now really picking it up. Well, you wanted competitive fights. We're giving it to you. Part of the matchmaking by Eric Bentley and Sal Musumeci here on Real Deal Championship Boxing Series. And you know, Barry, they say styles make fights. And this is just a very difficult style for both of these fighters to take advantage of each other.
Absolutely, and both have done what they need to do in this fight. Nichols has wanted to fight on the inside. There have been times where he's been on the inside and been effective. Dobson wants to fight on the outside. He's been effective from there. Been very effective in this round.
And it's not for a lack of trying, because both of them have tried to go ahead and make this their fight, but neither one cooperates. It's going to be a very close decision. I'm saying that because even though we don't know. Both right there landing punches at the same time. It is going to be a very interesting decision. Two guys whose style just does not bode well for each other.
This has been a very good round for Dobson.
And the final seconds of round number 8. And when we come back, we are going to give you the decision, and boy, I can hardly wait. We'll be back. Tonight, CBS Sports Spectacular, presented in part by Kentucky Department of Tourism. If you need weekend plans, visit KentuckyTourism.com. And boy, the people here have been super. Governor Matt Mevin, Louisville Mayor Greg Fisher, and also Jason Rittenberry, the president and CEO of Kentucky Venues. And we are waiting now for the judges and for the commission here to tabulate the judges' scorecard. Barry, how'd you score it?
I gave it to Dobson. I thought he won the last 2 rounds. So I gave it to him 77-75, but quite honestly, nothing would surprise me.
And Barry, we're going to see what the appreciation of the judges is. The kind of work inside, the work outside, the effective aggression, the ring generalship, all those factors, but the criteria by which these judges will go ahead and base their decision. So it's going to be interesting.
Yeah, it was a heck of a good fight either way. And I can see the fight going either way. I can see the fight being a draw, quite honestly.
And again, Eric Bentley, Sal Musumeci, Real Deal Championship Boxing Series. And again, it is going to be competitive fight, so I think we are ready now for David Diamante to give us the much-awaited decision.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 8 rounds of action, we go to the judges' scorecards. Amy Evans scores this bout 76-76 even. Carlo Colem and Ken Hendricks both score the bout 77-76 for your winner by majority decision and the new WBC USNBC Silverweight Champion, Pistol Pete Dobson.
So there you have the judges. Barry 76-76, Amy Evans, Ken Hendrickson, and Carlos Kettle 77-76 for your winner by majority decision, Peter Pistol Dobson.
A terrific fight, really, and I think we're going to see more of both these guys. And this is what this sport is all about. You can see Nichols is the guy that's putting the belt on Dobson.
Such class. That was such an act of total class on the part of Jeremy Nichols. No hard feelings. You know what? I had my chance. You had your chance. You did the most of it, and that's what sports is all about.
And who
making the most of opportunities.
Who knows what these two might not see each other somewhere down the road.
For Peter Dobson, he talked about, I came into this fight with only 29 rounds, and now he's up to 37. So we'll be back with our next fight, and it is going to be Toca Conclary against Angel Luna.